Logan complacent to sit back in that zone. Clearfield hasn't hit any outside shots.
Larson gets his hand on it. No three-pointers for Clearfield. They had a three-point attempt where a foul was called, so they had 3 free throws by Nuffer. Bitter looking into Jones, takes it himself, and throws it away. Compton, pull-up jumper. Too hard, and it's Larson on the other side. Foul on Jones. Jones is getting a little frustrated. It seems like he's getting a little frustrated at his own teammates lately.
Yeah, a little bit. We saw him barking at him earlier in the game, and I think he feels like a one-man team down there.
Those bigs, they'll get a little grumpy if you don't feed them once in a while. They like to eat cowhide.
Substitution for the Falcons, number 1.
They like to eat cowhide. And blood sugar gets a little low if they don't eat it enough. And then they get grumpy.
That's right.
Newby comes in. So does Nuffer, and Jones stays in the game with 2 fouls. Larson missed the first and hits the second. So Jordan Larson now with 12 points. It's his first point of the second half.
And that's the lead, as a matter of fact, 12.
Oh, Moore picked up his dribble. Lost it for a minute. Nuffer comes up with it. Finds Jones underneath. Jones can't handle it. And Compton ahead to Larson. Larson with 14.
Great control by Larson to get that ball up full speed. It was almost too far into the hoop.
Clearfield wants a timeout. And the lead's ballooned up to 14 for Logan. They led by 6 at the half. It was a back and forth battle the entire first half, and then Logan opened up a lead after some Clearfield turnovers late in that half. And now the Grizzlies have been off and running as Jordan Larson finishes. He has 14, and that's the difference so far in this ballgame.
Well, you can see the head official over there. We can get our camera guys to look to the right a little bit. Conversation's broken up now, but the head official is talking to Coach Hulse, and it's a spirited conversation.
That's the Logan huddle.
That's the Logan huddle. It's on the other side.
at the whole timeout, Coach Hulse.
Coach Hulse there in the
kneeling down
vest
right there.
Yeah, kneeling down. I think his brother actually is wearing the other vest and long sleeve shirt. 2 Hulses on the.
Oh, you look at him, you can tell they're brothers. Brad and Curtis Hulse. Curtis, the head coach.
He was chewing on old referee Allen over there. If anybody's got the right temperament to be an official, it's Bruce Allen.
Yeah.
That's why I can't do it very much anymore. I don't have that same temperament.
Your fuse is about a mile shorter than his, huh?
Yeah.
Jones kicks it out to Moore. 3-ball off the front of the iron. Rebound fought for, and coming out of there with it is Nuffer, and he's going to be fouled by Dixon.
Boy, and Dixon got the rebound, looked for the outlet pass, but he hesitated, and that's what held that ball up and caused a loose ball.
It'll be Clearfield ball, side out.
.343 to play in the third. Clearfield trails Logan by 14 as the Grizzlies have blown the doors off of this one here in the third period. Moore shut off baseline by Larson. Down low, Moore gets free. Nice look by Nuffer, and it's, Newby and Dylan Moore with 6 points. Clearfield with only 7 points in the second period. They have 8 here in this third period. Logan's gotten some good shots, and they're starting to fall for the Grizzlies. Brimhall down the lane, kicked it himself, and now a jump ball, and the possession arrow favors Logan.
Substitution, number 22, 22 for Clearfield.
14 points for the Grizzlies here in this
And number 5,
third period, 2:54 to play.
Will be Logan High.
You see right there, Brimhall on his back, sliding along with the ball, like something you'd see on Old Main Hill with a block of ice. Dahl, kind of an awkward looking shot, didn't get himself gathered.
He just waited too long on the inbound. He got to be ready to shoot that when the ball comes. He allowed the defense to collapse on him.
Garcia comes into the ball game for Clearfield. Dahl steals it away from Nuffer, and Moore steals it back from both. Jones, 3. Too hard. Garcia fights for the board. Newby, set shot for 3, won't go. Clearfield causing another tie-up, and this one will stay on this end.
Well, Clearfield's getting a little chippy, and Garcia in particular is getting fired up.
That one stayed loose forever.
Take a look at that. Pretty soon there's 6 bodies piled in there, and jump ball gets called, goes back over to Clearfield.
Garcia at 5'10" in there, fighting for that board, and 5'10" might be generous. I think those Moore boys might be closer to 5'8".
Yeah,
Garcia
5'7".
closer to 5'9". Garcia looking at a 3, likes what he sees.
3-point basket.
Wow, frozen rope.
Garcia with 5, and it's a 9-point advantage for the Grizzlies. Clearfield still in that zone, and Jones fighting Dahl.
Well, they're working underneath in the middle, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Dahl high post out to Medlin, and Medlin fouled by Garcia. And there's your SC Needham Jewelers middle of the block sign of the clock. 92 seconds left in the third period. A 9-point lead for Logan. SC Needham Jewelers, where Utah gets engaged. You could hear the Clearfield fans. They weren't happy. They thought that should have been a charge. That's Garcia's second.
That is such a hard call to make. You got to make some calls, too. It's not like you can let it go.
That's a walk.
Yep.
By walk. Chapman walk, takes a walk, and Brimhall comes in for walk.
Not the best name for a basketball player. Traveler, walk, whatever.
Brickman.
Stumpy McStumperson.
Shorty. There's that back door, Newby.
On the ground, on the ground.
Are they going to give him a foul on the shot or no?
They haven't indicated yet. Oh, I guess they are. That looked like he was on the ground.
They're giving him
Foul
2.
number 2, Jordan Larson, his second personal, 4th game foul.
Take a look here as the ball goes up, and he just throws it up after he gets the contact. He's been watching a lot of NBA basketball.
Newby misses. He hasn't been able to find the range at all tonight. He's scoreless. Newby hearing it from the denizens of the den underneath the bucket.
That's the best way to shut him up.
They got a guy under there that's playing like
Bill Sproat.
Wild Bill
Jr.
at Utah State, yeah. Brimhall, 3 ball, won't go. Rebound foul. That's going the other way. They're going to call it on Medlin.
Personal foul on number 5, Chandler Medlin of the Grizzlies. First personal.
It's an 8-point lead for Logan. 52 seconds to play. You see, they call Medlin right here up over the back.
Well, that's just a good play from Clearfield to back under the man to feel the pressure. You're blocking out. Medlin happens to be up in the air. So we'll push.
Clearfield can cut into this Logan lead and keep it within single digits. Going into the 4th, Newby, long 4. Good! Long for him, the 3 ball.
Wow, falling away and throwing it up in the air, just lacking nothing.
4 points for Newby. And it's a 5-point game with 20 seconds to play in the third. Logan led a moment ago by 14. And they've been outscored in the last 3 minutes. Seven seconds. Larson back to Medlin. Lefty three. Won't go. Larson at the buzzer. And it's a 5-point game going into the fourth quarter. Clearfield down by 14 at one point. Made it a ball game.
Visionary homes.
Clearfield ends up outscoring Logan 15-14. 7-0 run to end that period for Clearfield. And they're actually a point closer than they were at the half. Down by 6 at the half, down by 5 heading into the fourth.
They found that chip that they lost from the first quarter. Had a chip on their shoulder, and they found it in the third quarter.
Brimhall started to find the range there in that third. He had 5 points. He's got 7 for the game. Jordan Larson leads all scorers with 14, and there's a Logan turnover. That's their 11th. No chance for Clearfield to cut it even further. Clearfield joining the ranks of a bunch of the other schools, putting sprint turf in on their football field this year.
It's a nice looking field.
Yeah, you see it. It's right there off the freeway just before you get to those Layton exits.
Basket number 4.
Now they just need to upgrade their press box.
Makes it a 3-point game. What's that about the press box?
Now I just need to upgrade their press box.
Oh, yeah, I've been in it before. Not so
pretty,
big.
Pretty rough.
Not so big. So now it's a 3-point game. Logan trying to stop a 9-0 run by Clearfield. Anderson, 3. That'll stop it.
3-point basket, Jackson Anderson.
Jones, free throw line jumper, won't go. Garcia fights for the board, but it's Larson that comes out with it. 6-point lead for Logan.
Boy, Larson's looking to be our Valley Channel player of the game if things keep going the way they are.
There's Brimhall. Doesn't even look at the shot, does he?
No.
Medlin, 3. Won't go. Rebound. Newby. Clearfield with numbers. And Garcia fumbles it and has to kick it back out front to Jones.
Jones getting gassed.
I don't think he's sat, has he?
Not, if he has, it hasn't been very long.
Spin move. Jones, turnaround short. And that's how you can tell he's getting a little tired.
You got to be kidding me.
Oh, Larson gets in the lane, and he's got 16, and the lead back up to 8.
Larson must have heard me talking about an Angie's gift card to clean the sink and 2 Wendy's cards for food.
He's hungry. Newby tries to spin it down low to Garcia, and it's wide of him and out of bounds. 8th turnover for Clearfield. They've taken care of the ball pretty well. Newfer back in, and Cavazotti sits down. And there's Jordan Larson getting in the lane a moment ago and finishing. Now our next game of the week on the Valley Channel, 5th of December, Fremont's at Skyview. 2 games in December. The 14th, we're back here as Ben Lohman visits Logan. We'll take a couple of weeks off for Christmas and such, and we're back at it. Highland at Skyview, Logan at Mountain Crest. That Logan at Mountain Crest on the 11th of January starts a big stretch of all in-valley games. Brimhall fakes the pass, leans in, shot short, and Newby comes out of there with it. And Logan ran some time off the clock, but came up empty. They still lead by 8.
Clearfield still in striking distance at single digits. They got to take advantage of this next minute or so.
Clearfield's been making a living with those back cuts. And Jones misses Garcia on that one.
For the Falcons, number 33, Bruce Bitter.
That's a dangerous pass.
Yeah. Larson, 3, rims around and in. Larson having a monster game. 19 for Larson.
Is that his 4th 3-ball or his 5th?
4. Down low, Moore kicks it back out to Bitter. That's back up to an 11-point lead. Clearfield had it down to 3. And then the 3-pointer by Anderson started a Logan run.
Well, you just think that it took so much out of them to get back there that they're starting, you can see they're slowing down now on the defensive and offensive end of the floor.
It's an 8-0 run by the Grizzlies. That should be offensive. Travel.
That's a traveling violation. Turnover, Logan.
9th turnover for Clearfield. Again, Logan in the middle of an 8-0 run, looking to add to it as they lead by 11. 2 sophomores on the court for Logan. Brimhall, who shoots and misses. He's had a tough night. And then Anderson, number 20, and they're both back on defense. There's another walk by Newby, and he got away with it. Timeout, Clearfield. 3:27 to play in the game. 11-point lead by Logan, as you see the Clearfield bench as they decide how they're going to attack the Grizzlies and try to get back into this one. Well, Lee, I was talking about the schedule a little bit earlier. 6 straight in-valley rivalry games starting on January 11th.
Wow.
Logan at Mountain Crest. Then a week later, you've got Skyview at Logan. A week after that, Mountain Crest at Skyview. And then we're into February. February 1st, Mountain Crest at Logan. Logan at Skyview. And Skyview at Mountain Crest. Then we round out our schedule with Bonneville at Logan.
I like how you think. Already talking about the end of winter. Nice job.
I'm afraid we're going to have a winter like last year, and next year we won't have any water to shower.
Yeah, I hate snow, but you're right. In one of those games I'm going to have to miss because I'm going camping in igloos, assuming that it snows.
You should do snow caves. That's fun.
No, igloos are better, safer, just as warm.
Of course, I haven't been, now that I'm
It's hard to
40-something.
It's hard to fit in when you're old and fat like me. So
when I was teen-something, snow caving was fun. Now that I'm 40-something, I'd rather shut my head in the door for a half an hour. Moore stopped by Compton, and Compton picks up the foul. Okay, there's the Moore and Compton right next to each other. Moore's listed at 5'9", Compton at 5'8". They probably both 5'8".
Compton's got him with his snowplow hairdo.
You give 5 pounds in a football roster, and you give an inch or 2 in a basketball roster. Most 7-footers are 6'10". What's the difference?
That's right.
Logan extending that defense, pounding those guards up front. They try to do, again, one of those back cuts. like that, a little bit like that Princeton offense.
Yeah.
All the back cuts.
Logan sitting 30 points below their last game's total.
Well, this one got pretty raggedy in the middle of that first half, and it was 25-19 at the half.
I think I'm going to migrate to courtside and see if I can find Jordan Larson, number 2 for Logan. Give me his line again.
Well, there's 2.5 minutes left in this one, and Larson has 19 points.
Nice.
Including 4 3-pointers. So you keep track.
All right.
Once you leave here, if he hits any more.
I'll try.
You'll have to take your shoes off, Lee, to count all those points. Logan running time. There's a back cut of their own for the Grizz. And one for Dallin Dahl.
Dallin Dahl on the pass from Compton.
And that swings that door
Personal foul on
a little closer to being shut on Clearfield. They scrapped.
Substitution number 1, Jordan Newby in for the.
And they had this thing down to 3 to start this fourth quarter. Early in this fourth quarter, after trailing by 14, it just took too much out of them, I think, to come back. They couldn't get all the way over the top of the hill. Dahl's free throw is good.
For Dallin Dahl. 3-point play the old-fashioned way.
Dahl with 6 points on the game. That's a 14-point lead with 2 minutes to play. Logan in control. Clearfield still running their offense. Can't find a back cutter. And then it's stolen away by Dahl. And then Nuffer knocks it away at the other end. 11 turnovers for Clearfield. Now they match Logan's.
Number 10, Chapman Watt. For the Falcons, number 33, Bruce Bitter.
Bitter comes back into the ball game. See that ball knocked away there. Out front, Brimhall goes to walk. And Logan calls timeout.
Taken by the Grizzlies.
92 ticks on the clock, 50-36. Logan in control as we take a look at the SE Needham Jewelers middle of the block sign of the clock, 50-36. And you can see the foul situation there. Logan with 6. Clearfield needs 2 more before Logan's on the free throw line. Clearfield doesn't look like they're interested in fouling. SE Needham Jewelers, where Utah gets engaged. These early season games, sometimes coaches are just content when they get a. Of course, you'd like to win them all, but if you get down by sometimes they're just content to. All right, let's just work on our stuff and get out of here. Take a look at the folks here. Of course, Clearfield, only about a 45-minute drive from Logan, so pretty good contingent of Clearfield fans up above the Clearfield bench there. So it's going to be Medlin, Larson, Brimhall, Dahl, and Dixon for Logan. Jones, Bitter, Larson, Newby, and Kyler Moore for Clearfield. Jones knocks it away from Dixon. I think Dixon gets it back. And now Larson with the ball. Out front, Dahl. Brimhall with it as we approach a minute to play, and a foul by Moore.
Personal foul on number 24, Kyler Moore, his second personal, 16
Moore picks up his second. That's the 16th foul. So next foul by either team's free throws. And we're under a minute to play as Larson brings it across the timeline. 11-0 run by Logan here.
And
free throws coming.
His third personal, 17 fouls. That puts Logan in the bonus on the line. Tyler Brimhall shoots 1 and 1.
Only 2 points in this period for Clearfield. And that came early. And now it's a 12-0 run as Brimhall has 8 points, looking for 9. Gets them both, and he has 9. So it's a 13-0 run by Logan. Clearfield hasn't scored since the opening moments of this fourth period. And now Jones will get a chance to go to the line.
Personal foul number 1 for the Grizz. Brett Dixon, his first personal. 17 fouls. On the line, Marquise Jones shoots 2 shots.
Jones goes to the line, takes 6 points with him. He hasn't scored here in the second half, and this is his first free throw. He misses it. First free throw of the game.
Number 22, Jaden Garcia.
Jones gets the second, and that stops a 13-0 Logan scoring run. But it's a 15-point lead for Logan. And a timeout with 39 seconds to play.
Full timeout.
Again, next week we'll get our first look at Jalen Moore and the Skyview Bobcats. Skyview playing at Highland of Idaho up in Pocatello tonight. Mountain Crest playing at Weber. Mountain Crest has started the season 2-0. Gary Anderson, in other sports news, coach of the Utah State Aggies and the center of much coaching speculation and rumor. With all the openings around the country, has come out and he's put out a statement that says he's staying in Logan. Not going anywhere, at least for another year. Don't know that that qualifier was on it, but he says he's staying in Logan. And USU fans are happy to hear that. Playing in the Potato Bowl in a few weeks. Steele, a newbie with the 3. Got it.
3-point basket, Jordan Newby.
12th turnover for Logan. 30 seconds to play. Newby hits the 3. It's a 12-point game. And Clearfield calls timeout. Which I think that Potato Bowl, the same night that Ben Lomond and Logan play, and that's the game we'll be having for you here mid-December. Gary Anderson coming out with that statement. You know, he's seeing what a distraction that could be for his team. They're getting ready for a bowl game, putting all that to rest. So everybody will quit talking about it. Brimhall fouled by Moore.
Personal foul on 24, Kyler Moore, his 4th personal.
Moore picks up number 4. And remember the timeout a moment ago when I talked about how sometimes teams will just play out these games?
Marquise Jones, and number 20.
Well,
Cody Gipp.
now in the last minute and a half.
Brimhall shoots 1-1.
Clearfield started to foul and try to slow this thing down. Cody Gipp into the ball game for Clearfield. Jones back up off the bench as Brimhall in the 1-1. Misses. Rebounded by Jones. Gipp working out front. Clock running. Jones steps back and launches a three. Won't go. Rebounded by Brimhall. And he sprints out of there with it. We're under 10 seconds. See if Clearfield fouls. They're not going to. So the Grizzlies had a 14-point lead. Clearfield cut it to 3. And the Grizzlies end up winning by 12, 52-40. We'll take a timeout. Be back with our player of the game, Jordan Larson, after this.
S.C. Needham Jewelers is Northern Utah's largest volume diamond importer. My name is Gene Needham, and I travel personally to the World's Diamond Cutting Center, Antwerp, Belgium. There I hand-select each diamond based on the most favorable combinations of cut, color, and clarity. This makes all of our diamonds unique and special and assures that our customers get the best selection and value. These advantages enable us to consistently beat 50 to 70% off sales or any so-called wholesale deals. Come see us, S.C. Needham Jewelers, middle of the block at the sign of the clock.
I found Jordan Larson. Jordan, you're our Valley Channel player of the game. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
Great game, 19 points, 4 3-pointers. It really looked like your team was struggling in that first half to get anything going. You were the only bright spot there. What did your coach tell you?
I mean, he said we just had to have composure. We talked about that a lot in practice, and we were just kind of getting too flustered and trying to do too much instead of relaxing and playing. I think we did that better in the second half.
Really ratcheted up the defense in the second half. It kind of extended that defense as well. Did Coach Brown tell you to do that?
Yeah, I mean, we're a really intense defensive team when we want to be, and so he told us to pick up the defensive intensity, get some steals and deflections, and push the ball.
Fantastic. Well, you're going to be hungry after this game, so I got 2 presents for you. I got an Angie's coupon to clean the sink and 2 Wendy's $5 gift cards. What do you think about that?
Awesome.
All right, congratulations. Back to you, Eric Olson.
Away with 19 for Logan. Brimhall had 9, 7 apiece for Jones and Newby for Clearfield. Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Icon Health and Fitness. Never give up. Lewiston State Bank, your hometown bank with a new location, 3rd South and Main in Logan. Wendy's of Cache Valley, quality is our recipe. Cache Valley Hospital, your first choice in healthcare.
You were down 6-0.
Discount Tire and Automotive, so much more than a tire store. The Salt Lake Express, from your door to the Salt Lake Airport, 12 times a day. S.C. Needham Jewelers, where Utah gets engaged. The Logo Shop, we logo stuff, all kinds of stuff. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's television station. For Lee Vaughn and the guys in the truck behind the camera doing the hard work, I'm Eric Olson saying see you next time on the Valley Channel.